Hi, this is Pulkit Samrat.
Hi guys, this is Yami Gautam.
And you're watching us on Bollywood Hungama.
Gama. It's always a mix. It's not just to do with Junooniyat, but for any film, as he said. But of course, very excited. I think people should be more excited than us. And we can only hope now that the audience give us all the love that they have been giving us.
We make a film with a lot of labor, with a lot of hard work. The entire team trusts us as the actors कि हाँ, they'll be able to portray this character. And that's how they all come together. So always, nervousness is about the responsibility, I think so. Eventually, it's only going to be about I love you too. It will never change. It's only the way we look at it. It's only the way we might express it. And every director has his or her own way of expressing love on the celluloid. Bhansali sir would be having some other ways to portray it. Vivek has some other way to portray it. So, but everybody is talking a common language, which is love. So it's only about the way the director tells the story is what makes it different.
Yeah, I think everybody has their own perception and their own perspective towards how they want to present this vast concept called love. I feel if it's made out of utter honesty and belief, no matter what style, what presentation, it'll touch the audience. And every genre has its own audience. An old school, there are a lot of people who still love the old school romance. And there are a lot of audience for Imtiaz Ali's love stories. And I'm a huge fan of his as well. So yeah, as long as they're made with utmost honesty and belief and passion, it's gonna work. It's never gonna fail.
I think that's a big compliment here. If audience love the pairing, that means we what we tried to do as Akash and Shruti in Sanam Re, we succeeded in it, and we hope we do the same with Sohani and Jahan.
It's also, I think, not just to the characters, but the people behind these characters, our writers, our directors, the entire team, the music, which I think puts everything together. I think it's a compliment for all of them. And always, I think, a big hug to our audience for this. And we work for you guys. It's all for you guys. If you all just make it totally, I think, worth it. And thank you. And please give us love on 24 June as well.
Nachange was the first song that we actually heard, and we were thrilled about it. And it turned out to be really nice. People are liking it equally as much as we loved it. I think it's got some great music tracks, some great tracks in it. There is Nachange Sari Raat, which is a club number, a dance number. She's done a fab job in it. We have not seen her doing such kind of a dancing and in this kind of an avatar before. Then we have Mujhko Barsat Bana Lo. That's Arman's voice. His voice is very young and very fresh, and it always adds to the romance. So it becomes easier to lip sync as well. And that was fun to do as well. And we shot in some beautiful locales in Kashmir. Majority of that song is shot in Kashmir, in Dal Lake and amongst the snow and with a bonfire and stuff like that. So I think it's got a variety of everything. It's got the title track, which is a bit sad, but again, it's very heart-touching. Then I was very excited because I always wanted a song for me that I can play Holi on for myself. So I can now celebrate Holi on my own song. So there's a Holi song in this called Paglo Sa Naach. It's a great number. It's got loads of energy, lots of colors, of course. And we had a lot of fun shooting that as well.
There's a lot of hard work behind it because we all know he's such an amazing dancer. We've seen it before, and so have I. I think he's one of the best dancers I think we have today in the current generations, I think, without any doubt. And so obviously it made me push my bar. I never performed a dance number in a movie before. This was the first time, and that also on Nachange Sari Raat, which is already a very huge...
She duped me. She would tell me, come, let's rehearse. We would rehearse for 1 hour. Then she would say, now we're done. I said, 1 hour done? Yeah, we're done. I think we're done. I'm tired now. I would leave and she would still keep rehearsing. Then finally she overshadowed me in that song, yeah.
No, it's nothing of that sort. Yeah, a lot of effort did go into it, and I told my choreographer, please, I don't want to look like a fool dancing with him, make me dance really, really well so that I can, as you said, match the steps.
Actually, that's also an exciting factor, because if somebody would ask me why you said yes to the film, because the character of an army guy, I can't remember for the longest time if anybody has played that. It's always fresh when you come as an army guy, and I always wanted to play somebody in a uniform. So that was very exciting. We were very lucky to shoot at places where we had access to army people, because they helped us a lot with the fact that we shot at some locations which are actually army bases. So we obviously had to take support from them, and they were more than happy. So a big thanks to the Indian Army and also the localites in Kashmir who helped us shoot over there. Yeah, that uniform has some magic. Yeah, you know, you certainly you feel more respectful, and people look at you with more respect. Your walk changes, the way you talk changes. You know, being in that uniform, you understand that this uniform is just not a piece of cloth. It's a lot of responsibility. It means that you're going to be there at the border, protecting a lot of people so that they can sleep peacefully, and there might be a bullet coming through your chest, and you know, still you're standing there with a lot of courage and vigor. So I think I have a lot of respect for it.
I play this girl called Suhani Kapoor, वो अमृतसर की लड़की है. She's a local Punjabi desi girl who's very strong-headed, who's a little stubborn, full of life, energy, loves to laugh, loves to have fun, but at the same time really soft and extremely emotional about her family. Nothing comes first but them. And how she falls in love, you know, and where they meet also, Suhani and Jahan, and it's very interesting. If it's Junooniyat, as he said, for his country, it's Junooniyat, I think, for the love of your life also, and Junooniyat for your family as well. So I think that's a conflict that the film has, that carries. But yes, she is from a army background, so she has 3 members of her family who've been in the army, and uske bawajood her father is not happy her settling down with an army guy. So why is it, and what's the reason behind it, and what lies beneath and all that. So that's the conflict, and yeah, that's what Junooniyat is all about.
Normally we connect a love story to youth audience and this and that, but this one has a lot of it's got a lot of family values in it. Like there's a lot of celebration happening. It's more of celebration of love. She's got a great family in the film. It's Rishita is playing her bhabi. She's fab in the film. Then there's the Dadaji and Dadiji that she has. They are amazing. The warmth that they've got to the character. So there are scenes where the entire family is sitting on the dining table and having their dinners and meals together. I think in today's time we miss that kind of warmth and miss that kind of time to be spent with each other. And if we get to see that and experience that in 2 hours, along with good songs and some pretty faces, so it's a paisa vasool thing, I think so. Vivek's take is quite opposite to what you would feel when you look at him. Ki, he's a kadus guy and he's like a little, he's not romantic at all. But the way he's written the film and the way he has written the dialogues of the film, they're very poetic. And actually, poems are main integral part of the film, where this guy from the army, he narrates and writes a lot of poetry. So, that's how he expresses his love to the girl, and I think so eventually charms her.
Of course, why not? But I don't think there's been more than 2. These are the only 2 love stories that I attempted. Iske baad, of course, I'd like to explore more roles, which is what I'm trying to do. I think Kaabil will be totally a very different role, a very different way that you'll be seeing me presented. And not just that, but in future also, of course, the hunt's always like that. That's why I've always prioritized quality over quantity, at least try to, and will always try. And I think versatility is very important, otherwise it can get monotonous. So I'm very positive and very hopeful that you'll get to see me in as many different genres as possible. I like to see myself a challenge and push the limit.
No specific genre, yeah. I've always worked with hope. Whatever comes in my kitty, I use the best from that, whatever I have, and just try to give my best to it. And it's nice. Like lately, the stint has been good with romance and comedy so far. So I think 2 genres are quite sorted. Let's see what next. Maybe, yeah, that's a crackling sound, maybe action. If you're a producer, please sign us. No, it depends, yeah. It depends totally. The script has to be interesting. If it's, then why not? But right now, we are bored of each other, so I don't think so right away. That would be Fukre too. We're just going to start it in 2 months' time. We have already started pre-prod on that. And we're going to start the workshops in another month. literally fukre too. It's another level.
I'm shooting for Kaabil right now, so we're going to be. It's still some time to go before we wrap the shoot, and after that, I'll be taking up something new. But right now, it's Kaabil. Sorry, तो मैं बुलवा के नहीं रहूँगी.
दूसरों की शर्तों पे काम करने वालों में से नहीं हूँ मैं. अगर मुझे अच्छे से जानती तो अपॉलॉजी लेटर नहीं, लव लेटर लिखती. 24th June, 24th June is Junooniyat's release date. Please come and watch it. It's a very, very fresh take on romance. It's got the army element, and a lot of girls I've heard have army guys as their fantasy. So
We are back, guys. It's nice, make it very simple. But we're back with something else, with something totally different. So you've given us a lot of love, I think just 3 months back. We hope to get the same, I think, once again, and to entertain you. And come, join, celebrate your summer vacations with Suhani and Jahan. We'll take you to Amritsar, Kashmir, Patiala, Chel, Shimla, to a lot of places. Just fall in love. With your families.
Thank you.